Yo.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody?
What is going on, guys? Happy
What day is it?
day. Sunday.
Today is Sunday, so by the time they get this, is this because I think I'm gonna maybe I'll put this one out today or something. I don't know.
Okay. Y'all like me with the hat style. Something a little different.
Like she gonna be like this. Rockabye, baby.
Whatever.
All right, man.
Anyway.
So I saw this this come up. I think you found this.
Okay.
I think you found this. So
Let me
regarding
see.
Raptors of Comer make stunning prediction over the docs alleging Biden's bribery schemes. So I know there's a bunch of bribery schemes coming out. I don't know if this related to the Hunter Biden thing. I think the Hunter Biden thing has a lot to do with any kind of conversation of schemes or protection and covering up, because what they've been saying so much is y'all want to come after Trump so hard, but then the Biden's
Y'all
got
wanna
it.
brush this under the rug.
They stuff is way deeper.
Yeah, it was just so good. I'm sorry.
And
I be saying, mango chili, mango chili.
Well, they don't support us, so you could show them a piece of fruit, but you don't show them the bag.
You can't see the bag. They don't know what it is.
But sometimes when I think about the Bidens, I think about that movie, Enemy of State with Will Smith, where if you mess up and the Bidens would knock you off. I don't feel like Trump is a knockoff president, but I feel like Biden would be the one that called the goons on you.
I don't know. But I just don't like the fact how they want to sweep this up under the rug and put Trump out there like Biden hasn't done anything.
Yeah. Well, we know that ain't it. So let's
hear it.
So let's get it, man. So Comer makes stunning predictions over docs alleging Biden's bribery schemes. So
back with us now from the House Oversight Chairman James Comer. Congressman, it's good to see you. So you and Senator Grassley spoke to FBI Director Christopher Wray about that FBI document that you subpoenaed. An FBI whistleblower says shows then Vice President Biden engaged in a bribery scheme with a foreign national to change U.S. policy. What happened today?
Well, essentially, he finally admitted that the document does exist, which was good because that's what the whistleblower claimed. Now it's taken Director Wray 35 to 40 days to admit that the document even exists, but we didn't find out. The most important thing is what has the FBI done to investigate the validity of the claim? That's what we need to know moving forward. Has the FBI investigated this claim? Because I explained to Director Wray, this is consistent with a pattern that we found with Joe Biden when he was vice president, leaving a country after presenting a foreign aid check. Soon afterwards, his family started receiving money through shell companies they created that was then laundered down to Biden family accounts. So I think the director understood the severity.
What foreign country are you referring to?
I haven't. The one earlier where the vice president left the country and then money went to the family was Romania. I talked about that in the press conference. I haven't yet disclosed what this new country is, but it's another country. The claim was made when Joe Biden was vice president. So the FBI has had ample time to investigate this, but yet we've seen nothing. And, the director's been very vague, been very patronizing with both Senator Grassley and I made it clear once again to Senator Grassley, if we didn't have this document in my hand by Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, then the House Oversight Committee will vote to hold him in contempt of Congress.
And Speaker McCarthy says he will move on that. So he's saying he will not get a physical copy, but he'll let you and I guess your team and Senator Grassley and his team read it.
Read it
in a
after
skipper.
he redacted it. After he redacted it. Now remember, you have to understand, Liz, I get so much information from some of these federal agencies, and they send it to me, and it's almost all redacted. It's just black lines through everything. So,
what's the definition of redacted?
They marked it out, like they retract some information. It's like it is on the movies. How you see the paper and it has the black lines in it. That's what he said. Wow. He said all these government agencies, so he been getting stuff like left and right. Pew, pew.
So like you know how like there'll be a list. Bigfoot, scratch that one out. Aliens, scratch that one.
Or whatever it is, it's like
end of the world. Date.
So now I want to go back and watch
one.
a couple of these movies because this stuff is for real.
Scratch the end of the world one, okay? We're gonna scratch that one.
I got chili mango on my teeth.
Yep. AMSR, okay.
Sorry. I like to hear myself crunch now.
He's wanting us to go to the FBI office, and he's going to let us read it after they redact it. Who knows what that's going to be? But I'm willing to go to the FBI office, but I told Director Wray, if I don't have that document in hand, then he will be held in contempt of Congress starting next week by the House Oversight Committee. I made that very clear.
This document has the potential to affect President Biden's re-election bid. So it appears that the FBI is protecting President Biden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
We asked him that question, and he made it very clear that he was not playing politics with this. But he wouldn't answer the simple question, have you investigated this claim? Because he understands, he's keeping up with what work we've done on the House Oversight Committee to produce bank records that show there are shell companies that were laundering money from foreign nationals to Biden family members after Joe Biden left the country as vice president. So there's a pattern. And remember, this allegation was made years before anyone knew that the Bidens created shell companies and that Biden family members were receiving money from foreign governments. So the fact that this allegation was made long before anyone knew about the evidence that we've produced in the last 4 months.
Are we the only country that has corrupt presidents and their family be involved? I mean, I'm sure other countries have it too.
No. What was that?
It was Maureen hitting that.
Yeah. No, absolutely not. It gets worse. I believe it gets worse in other countries. But
embarrassing, man.
But here, they try to make it. Sometimes we try to look so like some of these presidents try to seem so patriotic, but they're really creating the T word. I don't want to say it because but they create the T word. I don't want to say the word because YouTube will flag certain words.
Okay,
but they might not even know. They might even know the T word I'm talking about.
It don't matter, but it's not. You just don't say it.
And it could cause issues. So these families are super rich. They're super rich. The Bidens are super rich, but they win making money for their families by catering to the poor.
Well, I wish the corruption would just be a wrap. It does something to the whole country when you have a corrupt leader. Oh my gosh, just ridiculous.
Well, they've said that about just about every president that's gone up there talking though. But it's showing with him. See, I remember the difference between Obama. They weren't really talking about. I don't remember a lot of things going on talking about shell companies and stuff. But the Bidens have been super rich, and then I believe the policies they put in place allows these other countries to go and pay them through their shell companies because it helps their other companies. And by like sending funds over to these other countries, I'd be like, yeah, we're gonna make sure you straight too. So we're gonna put money in this fund that you got overseas.
Makes it even more realistic that this is probably a credible allegation. And think about the allegation, Liz, that the vice president of the United States, who's now president, was involved in a bribery scheme in exchange for sending our tax dollars to a foreign country in exchange for foreign aid.
So the timeline you referenced, it looks like June 2020. And the dollar amount
June 2020 was this particular document. But I'm going to make a prediction, Liz. Okay. I'm going to say it's like the bank violations, like the suspicious activity reports. When I went into Treasury, we found a lot more suspicious activity reports had been filed on the Bidens than what had ever been previously reported. I'm going to make a prediction that there are a lot more of these 1023 forms alleging bribery schemes with President Biden than what anyone can ever imagine.
So there could be more 1023s out there. So, you know, the FBI director was talking about it apparently in a letter to you guys that he's got, you know, an extraordinary accommodation and more information to show you, additional information. What is the additional information?
He wouldn't say. He would not say what the additional information is. Now, I know what the whistleblowers are claiming. But look, it's taken 40 plus days for the FBI director to even admit that this form exists. So I wouldn't call that being exhibiting much cooperation. And that's what the director implied in a statement he gave yesterday, that he was cooperating with members of Congress. Kevin McCarthy called me this morning and said, have you heard from him? Because he hasn't. So if the Speaker of the House isn't in communication with Director Wray, who is? Is he just communicating with the Democrats on the House Oversight Committee who are serving essentially as the de facto Biden defense attorneys? He's not communicating with Republicans. He's not communicating with Senator Grassley or any of the senators that we know of in the Senate. So this is a very serious allegation. It's consistent with a pattern that we've already exposed with the Biden family, and that's why this forum is so important to our investigation.
And Congressman, let's talk about this. CBS reporting multiple Justice Department whistleblowers told Senator Chuck Grassley's office the FBI is not following procedures on the investigation into the Biden family, accused of cashing in on the president's government job. That would be Hunter Biden, that they're breaking the rules, that they're labeling and burying derogatory information as disinformation, burying the evidence in restricted computer systems that at the FBI that other investigators at the Bureau cannot access. So we're seeing, it seems like...
So they got computers that the FBI can't get into because they probably have spent so much money on the security that the FBI can't break the security, because what you will find in there will probably be breathtaking, what they've been going on. And that stuff, I believe they definitely want to cover up the Hunter Biden stuff, because that stuff can go back and can cause, I believe it could go back to impeachment.
Did you see where, I don't know if it was China's president or official from Korea or China, said that he fired his son from whatever position he had in government or whatever he was doing because of a party that he went.
Really?
Yes.
Like a real party? Like been drinking and doing stuff?
I guess so. He must have been wilding out.
Because all it takes is one person to get that film of you doing something that people do at parties.
Fired. I was like...
Because think about it. If it got back how you were partying...
Exactly. They don't play. And then you come over here to this country and now you and your whole family corrupt.
It's your son.
And you the president? Come on now. What's going on? It's happening.
We saw your son lay it out in the yard drunk with beer cans around him. You know what I'm saying? Like that stuff hurts you when you get to a political status.
Of course.
You know, so
your personal life does matter at that level.
24 government whistleblowers, including at the FBI and IRS, are talking to House lawmakers about everything that's going on, that the FBI upper ranks is deeply politicized in favor of Democrats and the far left.
You're seeing a revolt now by the good employees at the Department of Justice and at the FBI and the IRS who have said enough's enough. They see a competent investigation taking place in the House of Representatives. They're coming forward. They're taking whistleblower protection status, and they're doing the right thing. And one of the messages that Senator Grassley and I relayed to Director Wray was, we expect you to not retaliate against these FBI whistleblowers, because there are going to be more.
There's going to be more. Just final word. The news that you gave us just happening just moments ago, you told us there's more indication of the Biden family taking money from a separate, undisclosed foreign nation via shell companies that went and were payments in the form of payments to multiple Biden family members. And you have the name of the nation. You're not disclosing it yet. Is that what you're telling us?
That's correct. We don't know how the methods of payment were, but the bribery scheme in another country, that is correct.
Got it. Chairman Comer, we'll stay on the story. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Bro.
Man, okay. And he think he gonna run, and he gonna try to run. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
You act like you about to take your wig off.
These braids looking a little crazy, y'all.
Oh, wig was about to come loose.
But wait, is he actually going to run again? And
of course.
You doing all of that? Like, it's just all good. How in the world? Where the audacity?
What's politics?
Janky.
It's always going to be. It's always corruption.
It's not always corruption.
It's always levels of
what
corruption.
Kind of corruption.
I believe that Biden has been in the game so long. He knows all the tricks, and he knows all the back end stuff, to where he can, for money, can just be. Think he working for that? He work for that money? He just do this have this one speech over China and be like, "Hey man, y'all send me all that money. Y'all send me that money. Y'all supposed to send me." Like, I know if I go to this office, if I go to this computer, or if I tell them to go to contact this person, they're going to straighten me out and nobody's going to see it. I believe, there's so many things politically. Yeah, I believe there's so many things politically that if we saw what happened, it would knock your socks off and you would lose so much faith in the country. But what other country is greater than America? So you're going to deal with it, or, get you some land,
Wow.
and get off the grid a little bit.
So if you want to be a crook, go into politics.
Exactly.
That's a shame.
Exactly. And
Well,
it
I don't
ain't-
believe that about all
usually in the past it was
politicians, of
just talking about the mayor. Usually you would refer stuff to like, you got them crooked mayors, but no, you have crooked presidencies too.
Ooh, man, this
And
is
I don't believe no
crazy.
president.
Don't y'all vote for that man?
No, but I'm gonna say this across the board: any president, red or blue, everyone in the end. There is some that's going to favor him for Americans, but everyone in the end it's about them and their family. I don't care. All across the presidency.
Well, that's in life
In
about
life,
anything.
that's what I'm saying.
Period.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
every man for himself.
It's
I
every
don't
man
care
for
what
himself.
anybody says.
Yeah.
Yes, you want to help people. You want to serve mankind. You want to serve and give to others. Yes, we do want to help people. But at the end of the day,
Sorry, y'all, I need to get a manicure.
at the end of the day,
Look at them nails. Look at them nails.
stop it. You bite his skin, y'all. You was there. Okay, I let them see white and white teeth. Stop it. Please. You're gonna make me forget my point. Okay, y'all. But at the end of the day, every man for himself. It's
Yeah.
all about you and your family.
Yeah.
Period.
It is, but at least, man, this thing that's such a slippery slope because I haven't seen
no
any.
absolute
I
way
haven't
I would
seen
vote for
any.
him.
I haven't seen any political person walking right and standing. It's always something. And you know why? Because humans
I'm gonna have to go back and do some
Humans
research on that.
are corruptible. Humans are imperfect.
Well, right, born into sin.
And I was just like I keep telling you about when I keep going about the conversation we were having in the car. I was talking about biblically. If you look in the Old Testament, back when God did not want people to have kings, He wanted people to be under judges. And the Israelites specifically, other nations had kings, and He didn't want that for us. He wanted for Israelites to be under judges, because when you're under kings, you get under different rulership. You're under power of one particular person that's determined for everybody else, and God didn't want somebody to have that much power. And when you have that much power, I feel like there's at a certain point when you compromise. You certain point, you be like, man, please,
I just
we ain't
don't
making
believe
enough.
everybody's. I'm the optimist, guys, as you probably already know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe that everybody is. Stop biting your
I need to
skin.
get a.
Okay, but quit. It's Grody.
I know people saying, "Oh, why?" Look, I
Grody.
bet people see me by me now. So like, he is so nervous.
Right? No.
He's so nervous.
He biting the skin around the nail, y'all.
I don't like
it's
the cuticle. It's just like
Grody. But anyway, I don't feel that everybody is corrupt because there's not. There are good people. I still feel there are good people across the board in every area that
And Bray's look brand new with that hat on.
don't shut up. I mean,
He's
John,
looking on the camera. The camera make him look brand new.
But anyway, so I don't believe that every president there was a scandal. And I know our squad, our family is going to drop some comments and let us know.
I bet y'all
But I
every
don't feel like
president
every
there was a
president
scandal.
There was not a scandal.
Scandal
Who,
for
y'all?
you.
Now we know what the allegations are about Trump, but there was no scandal. Well, okay, I take it back. Yes, it was with the women. They were talking about that, but
they were talking about with Trump. They were talking about between the women, and they were talking about the ties to possibly North Korea.
okay.
It was. It's been several.
But was
things.
anything ever proven? Allegations.
He ain't had
and
no.
facts
He didn't have
are
no.
not two different things.
He ain't had no coat. No coat. Snouting son that got a whole bunch of information on the computer somewhere.
Allegations and facts are not the same. So,
Right.
but I need to do some homework because I don't feel like every president we had was corrupt.
Hunter Biden seemed like the kid that will. The guy that would go party and be like, man, let me show you all this secret stuff that you ain't supposed to see.
Stop it.
Look at this.
You are so wrong. Oh my God. You wrong for that. Man, but no, he's not going to be reelected. Forget that. No how, no way. Don't do that to yourself.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't
I'm
vote
not
that
telling
way.
anybody I know.
Do not vote that way.
Vote going, but he had his turn.
Even the
he had his
people
time.
on the left should have more common sense to pay attention to the real facts versus what you want to believe.
And I hope people aren't still trying to, like 2000 and like 2020. I hope people still aren't voting to vote against Trump. in 2016 when we were on the left, you didn't think it was going to happen. You didn't think it was really going to happen. And then he became president. And then 2020, you start seeing what life was like and what benefit he was amongst a lot of the things. Some things I wasn't agreeing with.
Yeah. Some of the mistakes that he made.
But I forgot what
some of the words that he said.
But there's no perfect person because that's why God didn't want you to have somebody above you like that.
But that was good. I just had to say that. I just I don't. Please, we have had enough of him in office. It's time to move on. So
time to get the red side back in.
Get up.
Time to get the red back in.
Yeah, so we can.
That's no things change. I never have been sitting there saying, "Time to get the red back in." Let's get the red back in. You know what I'm saying? I would have never been saying that. I wouldn't have said that 3 years ago.
Don't put that man back in office.
Nah. But why y'all want to put somebody so old in office? I don't think people. That's what I was trying to get to. I don't think people are going to just come together to vote against Trump. I don't know. I just don't feel like people are trying to do that again.
Smart.
Been there, done that. They've seen what Biden had to offer.
And what he's been doing. So true.
So I just don't think. I hope people don't come together just to vote against Trump. And because what are your other options?
Please.
What's your other options? You might as well go ahead and come over to the red side. Let's get things smoothed out. And then after the 4 years, you got DeSantis, you got the other one, man. But what's your other options? Democrat side, nobody.
Okay.
Oh, baby, let the window down.
We went all the way down. My bad.
Roll your window down.
I'm just doing you like you
roll your window
do
down.
Me. I'm doing you like
I tell her roll the window down because if you in the car and I burp, crack the window.
Yes, because that bologna smell be coming right over there by my face.
Well, guess what I just had?
He likes me to smell his.
Guess what I just had?
Y'all.
I just took the red tape off the bologna just now because I tasted it in my nose.
Mango chili.
And burnt in my face.
One good turn deserves another.
Anyway, man. So like, comment, subscribe. Don't take a nosedive, but comment down in the section below, man. 50K giveaway. It's gonna be. I'm gonna keep this giveaway running.
100K. What? Yeah, you said 50K.
No, 50K. We on the road to 100K subscribers.
Right.
But I said, I ain't saying no. iPhone giveaway is still gonna go until we reach enough people to do the drawing. We've had a lot of people join on. We still haven't hit the number, but the number is closing in. So you need to hurry up and get in there because numbers are closing in. We're getting close. We're getting close.
Getting close.
And so, and then once that door is shut, it'll be shut. Then the winner will be announced in that, man. So get involved. Get in there. It's the easiest giveaway I've ever seen.
Let's go.
So like, comment, subscribe. Don't take a nosedive, but comment down in the section below if you want some
more.
We'll see you on the next one, man.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Baloney!